Do you want to learn how to prepare a delicious lentil curry with a twist? Then continue watching as Don Imran.Family Kitchen presents to you our favorite Chana Dal Karela recipe, which is made using Chana Dal, also known as split chickpeas, and Karela, otherwise known as bitter gourd. This is another one of my family's favorite vegetarian dishes, which combines the wonderful spicy flavors of the subcontinent with the bitterness of this humble vegetable. So are you ready? Let's begin the recipe now. Begin by soaking 1 cup of chana dal overnight. Then boil it in salt water until it has cooked but is still quite firm. The lentils in this dish usually have a slightly crunchy texture, therefore we don't want to overcook them. Also reserve some of the lentil water for later too. Here we have the star of the show. If you have never tried bitter gourd before, then this is the perfect starter recipe for you, as you will love how it provides an incredible intensity to the lentil dish. Cut the bitter gourd in half lengthways and scoop out the seeds with a spoon. Then cut it into small pieces. Note, you can also buy them already cut and frozen, and they also work well in the recipe. We often buy them fresh and freeze them whole until needed. We are only using 1 bitter gourd for this recipe. Fry the bitter gourd in oil on medium flame for about 4 to 5 minutes or until they become golden in color. You can see that they have browned nicely but are not too dark. Strain the excess oil and transfer onto a dish lined with tissue paper, then keep aside for later. Next, we will prepare the masala. Heat up 1 large spoonful of ghee, which is clarified butter. Then add a whole cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom pod, 2 cloves, ½ teaspoon of whole cumin seeds, and a ¼ teaspoon of carom seeds, which is also known as ajwan. We add the carom seed because it helps with the digestion of lentils. Now add half a medium-sized onion that has been finely chopped and saute for about a minute. Add salt to taste and stir for a few seconds. Here we have 1 teaspoon each of freshly grated ginger and garlic. Add these to the pan. Now add 2 to 3 green and/or red chilies as per your taste. The chilies have been finely chopped. Mix everything well for about 2 to 3 minutes until the onions soften. Now it is time to add the spices. First add ½ teaspoon turmeric powder, ½ teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon freshly ground coriander seeds, ½ teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder, and ¼ teaspoon black pepper powder. Stir everything well together for about 30 seconds. Next, add the tomatoes. You can either grate 1 medium tomato or use tinned chopped tomatoes or pureed tomatoes. Here we have added about ½ cup of pureed tomatoes. Stir everything well and gently continue to cook the spices over medium flame. Now we will add a little water to turn the mixture into a rich masala. Here we have about ½ cup of the reserved water we used to boil the lentils. You can use hot water instead. Gradually add a little bit of liquid at a time and then stir until combined. Repeat this process until you have a rich and thick masala at the consistency you prefer. This dish is cooked fairly dry, therefore you do not need a lot of liquid. This is the ideal consistency you should be looking for. Bring to boil, then reduce the flame to low. Cover the pot and cook the masala on low flame for about 5 minutes or until the masala has thickened. Whilst the masala is cooking, we will prepare the fried onions. Heat up some oil in a pan and add 1 medium-sized onion that has been finely sliced lengthways. Gently fry the onions until golden brown. We will now check on the masala and come back to the onions a little later. You can see the masala has thickened and the oil has separated. This is a good indication to show that the masala and the spices have nicely cooked. Gently stir the masala. Trust me, the aroma in our kitchen right now is just amazing. Now it is time to add the cooked lentils. You can see the lentils have increased in size and have fully cooked. However, they are still quite firm. This is the perfect crunchy texture that we are looking for. Add the lentils into the masala and gently mix everything together. Next, add in the fried bitter gourd and mix well. The onions are slightly golden in color and are also now ready. Strain the excess oil from the fried onions and then add them to the dish. Using this method, we are slowly building up layers of flavor and textures in the dish. Here we have the crunchy lentils in the rich and spicy masala, the slight bitter notes from the bitter gourd, and the sweetness from the fried onions. Give everything a good mix and then cover the pot. Cook on low flame for about 5 to 7 minutes for all the flavors to combine with one another. Finally, we'll add 1 teaspoon of dried Kasuri Methi, which is dried fenugreek leaves, and then sprinkle a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala on top. Give everything a good mix. Now squeeze in a little fresh lemon juice as per your taste and garnish with finely chopped fresh coriander. The aromas at this stage are amazing and the dish is now ready to serve. Wow, doesn't that look so tasty? It was absolutely delicious, especially with hot buttery rotis and a tangy cucumber salad. You can find a link to the cucumber salad recipe as well as more vegetarian recipes in the description and end screen. Did you enjoy today's recipe? And do you consider yourself a helpful person? If so, please hit the like button, consider giving a super thanks, and comment below which recipe you would like to see us make next. And with that, catch you in the next one.